Vitalik Buterin regrets what he did to Shiba Inu. Do you think? Vitalik Buterin was bothered by Shiba. Watch the video until the conclusion to learn everything there is to know about this. Please like and subscribe to our channel before starting the video.
You want to win an iPhone 12, maybe a MacBook Pro. How about $500 cash? You decide. All you have to do is comment the secret hidden message somewhere in this video and leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel so we can keep affording these giveaways.
The truth regarding Shiba Inu and Vitalik Buterin has now come to light. Vitalik recently spoke on the Lex Fridman podcast where he explored what was going on in his head when the Shiba Inu fever swept the cryptocurrency world. He clarifies that Shiba isn't the first token to transmit a portion of its supply to his wallet. Teller is the name of the first token, and the value of the money they delivered was around $50,000. This element didn't appear to bother Vitalik, but he claims that after this happened, a Twitter army began tweeting that he was a strong backer of the coin because he held tokens in his wallet. He indicates that this was done on purpose, as if it were some kind of marketing stunt. Because Vitalik had some of the tokens, it was used as a ruse to persuade people that it was good. He then goes on to say that as soon as he discovered what was going on, he quickly synchronized all of his tokens. This was apparently not well received by the Twitter community, but the fact that they were using his name without authorization is where things become tricky. He was able to dump everything as soon as he saw what was going on, since the tokens were sent to a hot wallet that Vitalik held, which meant that his private key was on a computer or a SUB that he could easily access in order to shift funds, but Shiba was different. A cold wallet is one that stores the private key offline, on a piece of paper or a computer that is never connected to the internet. Vitalik's cold wallet configuration indicated that the Shiba Inu founders had done something that was either a stroke of genius or a stroke of luck. Vitalik was stranded in Singapore due to COVID-19, far from his impoverished roots in Canada. This shouldn't be an issue in the cryptocurrency world because you can access your wallet from anywhere, which is kind of the point. The difficulty was that Vitalik's cold wallet security measures were straight out of a science fiction novel. He kept half of his secret key in Singapore and the other half in Canada. This is a little creepy, but if Vitalik had been kidnapped at that moment, he would never have been able to give up his money. He didn't even have access to the area. The discomfort turned Vitalik into a bystander at first. He watched the coins rise in value, and of course, he witnessed how many other initiatives tried to imitate Shiba by delivering him tokens. The value of the tokens eventually rose to the point where he realized he could do a lot of good in the world if he could figure out how to secure a way to access his wallets. It would have been a waste of time to do nothing and risk the price dropping to zero with no benefit to any charity or good cause. Unfortunately, the cold wallet problem persisted. He couldn't go home to obtain his secret key, but he needed access since he knew something had to be done about the coins. The cold wallet also included a sizable amount of Ethereum, adding a layer of hazard that isn't particularly enjoyable. If Vitalik makes a mistake, such as exposing his private key or making a mistake with a transaction, he risks losing all of his Ethereum. It wasn't about the dog coins at stake here. In the end, he had to enlist the help of his Canadian family. He had them read his private key to him over the phone. This may appear to be a risky situation, yet just half of his private key was handed over the phone. So, even if someone was listening, they would be powerless to intervene. In addition, Vitalik purchased a brand new PC from Target in order to ensure optimum security. He used to combine his own private key with the one his family read out over the phone to create the 80-digit number he needed to do his magic. But the story isn't over yet. This icy wallet held more than just dog tokens. He claims that he spent 2 days putting up a new wallet for his Ether, and that this time the wallet was multi-signature, requiring him to find individuals to help him set it up. Setting up a multi-signature wallet is quite technical and hard, but it can provide a higher level of security in the end. It's so complicated that Vitalik compared what he did over those 2 days to something out of a cyberpunk novel. All of this happened before he sent a single transaction. The question is whether Shiba's originators were aware of this. Did Ryoshi realize that without a lot of effort and time, Vitalik wouldn't be able to do anything with these funds? In any case, it's one of the reasons Shiba and the other dog tokens have had such a long time to develop transaction and value. Vitalik would have acted considerably sooner if the funds had been readily available in all aspects of his life. His first transaction, of course, was to send a massive stack of Ether to the new multi-sig wallet. In fact, he claims that this scene was a huge hit. Can you picture investing hundreds of millions of dollars in just one deal? Especially one where you can follow it on the blockchain painstakingly to see if it's being confirmed and how long it'll take. One blunder and all is gone for good. It wasn't a small sum. However, 325,000 Ether was involved, which is currently worth $845 million as of June 5th. That sum of money is frightening. It's also more stressful than the ordinary transaction. This is due to the fact that he was sending it to a multi-signature wallet. Maybe there was a glitch in the multi-sig wallet. Maybe I'll make a mistake somewhere in the middle that causes the monies to disappear. It would also be quite humiliating if the public face of the world's second largest cryptocurrency made a mistake and lost all his cash. All the crypto skeptics would have enough ammunition to last a lifetime. In truth, Vitalik would never make such a mistake, and the deal went well in the end. Vitalik could now devote some serious thought to all of the dog tokens and what he should do with them. But he couldn't do so for a long time. The longer he waited, the greater the likelihood that the price would plummet, rendering his gift useless. As a result, he made the quick decision to contribute 10% of the tokens to an Indian converted relief fund and another 10% to a charity he didn't want to name just yet. The reason for this is because he believes the charity will want to publicize it. It's actually fairly good publicity. He did say he wanted to donate to a charity that focuses on preventing long-term loss of human life, so that's definitely a hint. He fully burnt the remaining 80%. This time it's real, and no one will ever be able to access it. This will almost certainly prevent the price from plummeting to zero. It's easy to believe he could have donated the entire $7 billion to charity, but the food caused a massive sell-off. Nobody would be able to get a good price for their tokens. If he did so by burning 80% of the tokens, he greatly raises the chance that these charities will be able to sell the tokens and profit handsomely. In fact, he expressed his admiration for how much money the charities had raised so far from the token sales. After all, he did it just at the pinnacle of the last crypto bull market, just days before the huge fall. He practically implies that he was aware that the market was about to crash, and that the fact that he had to move rapidly as a result just added to the pressure. It would be good to know when the market would crash, but it's simply impossible to predict. Someone like Vitalik Buterin, on the other hand, would undoubtedly know ahead of time. He did admit to being concerned about how the community might react. When Vitalik started shifting money around, everyone assumed he was pulling one of the biggest rug pulls in crypto history. He did, however, note that he saw a lot of people who were pleasantly surprised by Vitalik's actions. These people believed that they were buying Shibas as a fun little gamble, but it turned out to be a wonderful date for humanity as a side benefit. This is why he has shown his admiration for the dog token community on numerous occasions. Further, Lex Fridman asked Vitalik what he felt about the whole incident in terms of the broader picture, giving us a glimpse inside Vitalik Buterin's more philosophical mind. He claims that the most important takeaway from the entire dog token era is that cryptocurrency is more than simply a vehicle to store wealth and make money. It's also a potential to construct digital institutions that can serve the public good in innovative ways. He also claimed that he authored an essay in 2015 predicting the growth of social cause tokens and that people would buy and support them, and now it's a reality. These tokens also don't just die and go away. Shiba is still thriving strong, ranking 33rd with a market capitalization of almost $3 billion. This provides charities with a real possibility to raise a significant sum of money from the SHIB community. The SHIB, however, is an exception. Many dog coins, such as Dojolan Mars, have seen their value collapse without ever recovering. Perhaps this is because SHIB has a plan for future currency releases and a benevolent cause, whereas others simply copied Shiba and hoped for a piece of the pie. And in all honesty, the founders probably made millions. What are your thoughts on the situation? Did the Shiba developers realize that Vitalik would have a difficult time accessing the wallet to which they deposited funds? Was Vitalik correct in his handling of the tokens? Do let us know in the comments section below. With all that being said, we've come to the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Thanks for watching.